Help. Manipulative mother-in-law. Okay, so I don't know where to start. My mother is nuts. For years, she would just pop up at our house. No call, no text. We've talked to her multiple times about this. Even got into heated arguments. She waits a few months then start doing it all over. Well, last week, I had enough. I'm a night nurse working 12 to 16 hours shifts. Since COVID, I've been working triple that. On top of that, I've been on the C-19 unit COVID. So Tuesday after school, I homeschool, I laid down before I had to go into work. 1 hour after laying down, I hear someone beating on my door. She knocks like the police with a warrant. I was hesitant on getting, hoping she would leave, but no, she sat there 7 minutes until I opened it. With a nasty attitude, she pushes through my door asking why did I took so long opening the door. I told her I was asleep and that I had to work tonight. She didn't care. She rolled her eyes and told me to tell her son to call her. Next day, which is Wednesday, I spent the morning caring for my day who was recently diagnosed with cancer. With only 2 hours of sleep, I'm back at work. Thursday is when all hell broke loose. I didn't have school today with my boys because I was so tired. I decided to lay down and get some rest before going back to work. 1 hour, one half of me laying down. What do I hear? Boom, boom, boom. OMFG. You gotta be kidding me. I refused to open the door. This woman literally beat on my front door for 15 minutes. Then she goes around to the back of my house and beats in my bedroom window for another 15 minutes. Now at this point, if I open up my door, it won't be pretty. I have been up for over 48 hours and still have to be at work tonight. She is aware of my schedule but does not care. It's her way or no way. She then sits on my driveway and texts me a 5-page letter listing everything she ever did for us, including her accepting my first son, who is with someone else, as her own grandchild. She literally y'all listed everything. From clothes, to birthday presents, Christmas presents. Everything. She then calls me a unfit mother and a curse to the family. I could not go back to sleep after. That makes 72 hours of no sleep. I'm beyond frustrated. I have to work 16 hours on the C-19 with no sleep. When my husband found out, he was pissed. He called his mom about the disrespect. She then texts me while I'm at work, rude and disrespectful text about my parenting skills. Y'all, I lost it. I texted and said, please stop texting me. She goes on about me not being woman enough. I couldn't take not one more disrespect. I called her a crazy bitch and now I'm the one when needs help. She told the whole family that I called her that but never told what she did. I feel horrible that I called her that. That was way out of my element. I don't even know what to do. My husband is mad that I disrespected his mom by calling her that. But what about the disrespect done to me? How would someone handle this? Block her. Get cameras. Tell her she is not welcome to visit your home. Do it in writing as well. And if she shows up again, you will call the police. And next time she shows up, call them. No one has the right to demand your time like that. All of this, and your husband is an asshole for being mad at you, period. Let him be kept awake for 72 hours plus working plus taking care of the kids because his mother can't act like a normal human being and call or text before showing up or take no for a damn answer. She can pop off and send you a wild bunch of bullshit and keep you from sleeping, but when you finally snap, he wants to get an attitude with you for disrespect? The audacity. I feel you underreacted, honestly. You're a nurse in a high-stress unit working an incredible amount of hours. You need to be tested and alert. More people depend on you than just his psycho mommy to open the door. We would have moved far away long ago. She should not have a way to contact you at all. Block her on everything. Call the police if she trespasses again. If your husband doesn't support you, then move to your dad's if you can. I'm sorry you are dealing with a lunatic on top of caring for him. Install cameras. It's not expensive and you absolutely need them. Also, install a fence when you have the funds. The kind that extends to front yard and can have a lock. My husband is mad that I disrespected his mom by calling her that. But what about the disrespect done to me? How would someone handle this? I will apologize for any set boundaries that I have broken. Once I have received an apology and a commitment to change from your mother, which as a minimum needs to include her not visiting unannounced, or something similar. Next time, open the window, say, leave or I will call the police and report you for trespassing. We will invite you if we want to see you. Then close the window. Give her a few minutes to fuck off, then call the police. She sounds like a total nightmare. And your husband is ridiculous for thinking that calling her a crazy bitch after days of her acting like a crazy bitch is in any way comparable to her intentionally depriving you of sleep. I would flat out tell my husband if his mother shows up, pounding on doors and windows again, I'll have her arrested for trespassing. Then I'd text her the same thing before blocking her. Nope, your husband needs to realize that you're a person, not a doormat, and not willing to tolerate his mother's abuse any longer. You have to make sure your husband is on your side. Make him deal with her. Also, tell her you'll be calling the cops if she shows up unannounced again. She needs to be respectful of your time. Wow, I would have a serious talk with your husband. If he cannot understand that you reacted due to lack of sleep, then he is just as unreasonable as his mother. It sounds like your mother-in-law runs right over the boundaries you set up by your previous conversations about her surprise visits. From what it sounds, the amount of stress you're under at work, it might be a good idea to see if your employer has EAP. I am a healthcare worker too, and the hospital I work for has EAP, which provides counseling services, and I used the service when my dad had a heart attack. We are in the middle of a pandemic and you are working crazy hours. You need rest and to de-stress. I know it's hard to take the time to seek a counselor, but you need to take care of yourself so you can care for the sick people. Plus, you can tell your husband that you do feel bad for the way you reacted and you are seeking help. A counselor can also help you with setting boundaries with your mother-in-law. I know it's not a quick fix and you may not have time, but it's worth it to make the time. You are worth it and deserve to get some help. I have been to a counselor several times in my life for different reasons and it was always helpful. Please take care of yourself and thank you for all you do. Mother-in-law apparently wants a police record, restraining order combo for Christmas. Keep your husband up for 2 days straight and ask him if he still thinks you are disrespectful. Call the police when she is banging on your door.